So
baby,
we had some good names that came through. Chad, in my opinion, came up with one of the best, but we'll talk about it when it's time.
Well, it's time now. I mean, we don't officially begin this show because until it has a name, we can't really say it's time for.
Yeah.
So I can say it's time for Lamarr Wilson's show about YouTube and video.
And that's just too long.
It's not gonna work.
So okay, so some of the audience, matter of fact, I want to say from the YouTube video, there's so many comments. You all are great. Chat room is great. Thank you all so much. So we have TWiT in the tubes.
Wait a minute, slow down.
Oh,
TWiT, I kind of like. That's like
I actually like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then and then another one. What's the next one?
In the tubes, which
in the tubes or down the tube. In the which one did Chad come up with?
Chad came up with rate, comment, and subscribe. And I personally like that because it's indicative of all online video.
What do you think of that, chat room? Rate, comment, and subscribe. Yeah,
it kind of tells how we all, as publishers, we say that at the end of all of our videos. It's pretty...
It's a little long. The other problem is it's not... I like it. I remember, having this conversation with the program director at Tech TV, who was a very smart guy, Greg Drebin. Came from MTV, and he said, you really have two choices with a title. You could be clever, or you can be descriptive. The problem with clever is it's, and I think in podcasts we need to be descriptive, because with clever, like album titles are clever, but it's an album, right?
The Doors.
Yeah.
And band names.
Yeah. Okay. But in terms of a title for a show, I think, and Lisa would certainly vote for this. She says it's much easier to sell a show that sells a show with a name that describes it.
Yeah.
How about the new tube review? I kind of like that. The new tube review. Before you watch. This week in Lamarr.
Well, that was my first choice, obviously. I actually like the TWiT. That's one of my personal favorite ones. So I'm going to, if you want short and succinct, I'm going to go with that for myself.
How about WeTube?
That can go a couple different ways.
YouTube, MeTube, we all tube for YouTube. I don't know if I like the word tube at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know do we want to have the this week thing going on in it?
Well, then that's the other problem. See you, Earl. Nice to meet you. Take care. See you in 10 years. All right. The problem is, of course, that Jason did This Week in YouTube, which kind of eliminates that from consideration. That would be the natural one.
I mean, we could save This Week on just to stick it to him.
This Week on YouTube.
Yeah. But I know what you're saying. You don't want to marry to YouTube because if it changes.
Well, that was my other concern is if we may not just cover YouTube, and I hate to be tied to one company, although of course with This Week in Google we are.
How about the Internet Video Show?
That's the other way you can go, which is pretentious and stupid.
Yeah, no, like
but
the magazine
with tongue in cheek, Yeah. Right.
I liked, the reason I leaned towards that was because it's about internet video.
And it's a little fun.
And then it is that pretentious, like, we are the internet video show.
The internet video show.
I don't hate it.
We went through so many titles for Game On, and
this is why I worry about what we're doing here, because everyone's going to have a problem with some name.
Yeah, no name's perfect.
And so bringing it up to the chat room, while we love input, there's no way we're going to get 100% vote on any name.
Nope.
I think it should be something like the viral video cavalcade of viral videos, or something like that. It should be like viral video this week, or internet video this week, or streaming today, tube-tacular.
Yeah, tube today.
Or the Black You Tech.
We have trouble selling Frame Rate and The Social Hour because it's not apparent what those shows are about. And Lisa says that's one of the reasons it's hard to sell.
The internet video
really?
show?
Yeah.
Internet video show, it does say exactly.
It kind of says what it is.
The internet video show. How about Lamarr's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious internet video show? And we'll just call it.
Or even better, how about Ebony and Ivory?
Ebony, Ivory, which is who's who? Living in perfect harmony.
You're obviously Ebony.
I am. I'm Ebony. Just call me Ebony Scrooge.
A little known fact is that all the white things you see behind Lamarr is made
Lamarr's
out of ivory.
in a white room.
Yeah, it's an ivory room.
Yeah, it is.
I like actually, what was that one we said this weekend? No, what was it? The internet video show.
internet video show. I'm down.
Video show. Well, let's start with that and see if we can polish it up. I wouldn't even mind saying Lamarr Wilson's internet video show. Something like that.
Oh, that's really long. That's longer than rate, comment, and subscribe.
I like rate, comment, and subscribe, but you have no idea what that's about.
Okay, for an average person, you're absolutely right.
And you know, you go to iTunes and you look into Twitch shows and you know immediately, oh, that's about internet video. Would be good.
Okay.
I do like Lamarr Wilson's internet video show.
I want to give it some personality, and that adds some personality. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of cool.
That would be a first on the network, wouldn't it? For somebody to have.
Yeah, we don't do that. Lamarr Wilson's internet video extravaganza. Lamarr Wilson.
But if you're sick, then we just can't do the show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we can never fire you. This week in Screaming Goats.
That's what I planned this whole time. An ongoing paycheck can never fire me.
Yeah.
Ever. All right. I like that. Any internet video sounds really good.
Yeah, something with internet video. So we'll keep working on that. We don't have to solve that today.
Okay.
So let me go to the doc, as we say, and tell me what we're going to do today.
Today, we're going to talk about YouTube's big design rollout. It was in beta. Now it's rolled out to anybody who has a YouTube account. And some hate it, some love it. We're definitely going to talk about that. And we have a few videos that are pretty hilarious. One is from a movie. And they did this viral campaign to see how people would react to, let's just say, people being killed in front of them.
Oh my God, that's like Three Girls in a Cup, only it's death.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
but weren't there? I mean, I hate to bring this up because it was disgusting, but weren't there a whole series of This was in the early days of viral video of reactions to watching this horrendous video.
Absolutely. This one was in real life, though. These people were walking in a building and saw this. It wasn't.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is. And so we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
And then,
wow.
And then I want to talk about 5 possible scenarios for YouTube's future. This is based on an article I read about some, the chat room and some of the feedback. They wanted to have a little bit more in-depth discussions. We have just one set of 3 from last week that we'll talk about some things about YouTube and some things they can do. And hopefully that'll be a benefit to you all. And I have a channel of the week that we're going to feature as well. And
we got a lot. This is a big show. Let's roll the intro and begin this week in Lamarr's Internet Viral Video Program.
I love the title.
It doesn't get much better than that. Hey, Lamarr, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am great. This is a new show we are workshopping, so it's not really a show, although you can watch it on YouTube after the fact, but we do it live on Sunday afternoons before TWiT. I'm very excited about the idea, first of all, of having Lamarr join a network, because I'm a fan of his for a long time. He's, the funniest tech reporter in the world?
It's a very arrogant title, the world's funniest tech reporter.
Yeah. Yeah. Some would say funny looking, but I just say funny.
Hey. All right.
And he's also a YouTube celebrity and has quite a bit to say about how YouTube works. So I thought it'd be really fun. I've always wanted. We even tried this, for a while. I would just ask the chat room, "Hey, what are you looking at? What are the funny videos today?" Which, by the way, we could still do as part of this show. And then so it's just a chance to kind of see what's going on in the wild and wacky world of viral videos. Mostly YouTube, but. Actually, do viral videos ever surface anywhere but YouTube?
Not really. No. I've never heard of a viral video on what's Vimeo or anything like that.
Right.
I mean, they do have videos that trend there, but I've never heard of a viral video.
Oh, Vimeo and
well, what was that? Rever did.
Wait a minute. And Daily Motion. There's occasional stuff. That's the European YouTube.
Right.
And occasionally college humor.
Yeah, especially the Coke and Mentos stuff. They wanted to use Rever because they could make money. This was before ads were available on YouTube.
That's Chad Johnson, who is our producer and co-host as well, because he's young.
Resident young guy here.
Well, watch out. There's a guy behind you.
We got a younger guy behind me. He's just waiting. He's just waiting until I croak.
Literally waiting in the wings. Eli
he's like saying soon.
Exactly.
All this will be mine. So is there a viral video that's sweeping the tubes this week?
There is, but I wanted to talk about this big YouTube story first, if that's cool.
Yeah, what is the big YouTube story?
The big story is that YouTube has rolled out its new design to all creators. If you go to youtube.com/one channel, you get a preview of it. Basically, what YouTube did is they tore down their site built it back up so there's consistency like you see on Facebook.
But didn't we just have a redesign of YouTube? I don't know.
We did about a year ago.
A year ago? No, it was sooner recently than that.
It was about a year.
No, with the new side thing. I mean, are you talking about what?
No, yeah, that was the first step of this.
Okay.
This is the completing step. This is the channels.
So this is part of it. So this is what people see. So I get it. Yeah. So I'm looking now at my YouTube, and this is the new design for the front page. But if you then go to a channel, and that's with the new channels for you. Oh, can you not see my computer? Let me make sure that I've got it plugged into the right.
So yeah, you can go to my channel, like youtube.com/Lamarr Wilson, no plug intended.
Oh, look, you did a show with iJustine.
I did. We got to have her on the show. She actually watched last week's show and loved it.
Well, you know, she's, I kind of discovered her.
Did you really?
Many people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
She might not even know that. I discovered her just a few weeks ago, and I find her refreshing.
Awesome. So yeah, if you look at my layout, for instance, there's a banner at the top, but it's a consistent banner, meaning that if you're watching it on TV, it'll enlarge. If you're watching it on tablet, it'll minimize for that, or phone. So you put one picture there, and it minimizes or maximizes for each one of those things. And my links are dynamic.
Am I seeing comments pop up, or is that something you did? That's something you did.
What's that?
The comments that are popping up there on the video. That's something you... Oh, I like the wig, Lamarr.
It was a skit for Justine coming to my house. Yes, she was
you're saying, as somebody, I'm looking at our TWiT channel, as somebody who does a channel, we should probably start thinking about a big image here, because we're not doing that apparently.
You don't have your setup yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just rolled out. I really like it because it streamlines the whole effect. It looks like Chad got. Is that Chad's?
Yeah, this is my Minecraft show.
Gcraft looks like it. Yeah. Do I have to push a button to get it? What do I have to do?
Yeah. Actually, you go to youtube.com/one-channel, scroll down to the bottom, and you can enable it. What I really like about it, a lot of people say there's not customization. Like you don't have a background. You do lose that. But you get to make this is really playlist heavy. So you get to move your playlist. I made a specific playlist for how-tos or for reviews or for any kind of other tech things. So people can scroll down and see, hey, he has 4 videos about how-tos. Let me just play and watch all of those. So it's very playlist heavy. And this show, just the whole network is playlist heavy. I think you would really take advantage of this.
So, there's design changes, but you're saying there's functional changes as well.
There's actually functional changes to make it more dynamic. You can... you can actually make these playlists by tags. So if you have a tag in there that says funny, you can make a whole playlist just based on anything that you've tagged, any video that says funny, and it'll pop up in a playlist. So it's really, who this is designed for, Leo, just to be honest, as a YouTube creator, did the new layout kind of hurt me initially in views? Absolutely, but it's building back up now because we were hard to find it. But this is really designed for the 800 million people that YouTube says never log in. They don't have an account. They just watch YouTube every day.
That's most people.
Yeah, and they're trying to get that information. And obviously, if they get them to sign up and they get them on Google+, that's data. They make money. So I understand why they're doing it. As a creator, I have to kind of step back because initially it looks like they're hurting us, but they're trying to bring more people in to subscribe. So subscribing is the biggest push that they're doing with this. Not so much views or likes or anything. It's really about subscribing to the channels you want and understanding what subscribe is, because a lot of the public don't know. They think subscribe means pay,
right?
And it doesn't. In your network, your people understand.
It's a problem for all of us. No. In fact, probably the first sentence. I'm looking now at my page because I just signed up, and they're telling me what to do. Add channel art, and here it says, "Welcome unsubscribed visitors to your channel." Probably your first sentence there should be, "It's free to subscribe," or something like that, right?
Well, the best part, I haven't done it on mine yet. As I had the iJustine plan, you're really supposed to, or they encourage you to make a promo video. Say, hey, this is Lamarr Wilson. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe button's over here. You'll find tech news that's humorous, blah, blah, blah.
Do I have to wear that wig?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it's a YouTube rule. It's on that one channel.
It'd be funny if everybody had to wear a wig. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm wearing a wig all the time, Leo. It's not that big a deal.
I've actually been told to never wear that again. So,
well, you can't listen to what people say on YouTube.
It was like an agent.
George Ruiz called you up and said, "I will not represent you if you wear that wig."
Wear this wig.
Yeah.
Don't do it. So I encourage people to check it out. It is a change. It is a change, but it completes the whole YouTube change. I like it. I like where it's going, and I think it'll encourage people to watch more videos, which is what YouTube wants. They want you to stay there all day watching videos.
They do walk you through this. I mean, there's actually, as I click the buttons, they actually tell you, here's this, here's that, set up your channel, check. There's all this stuff. So it's pretty good about filling you in on what you need to do. And I guess it's probably a good idea. A lot of people just throw stuff up on YouTube and don't bother with the channel. They're very channel focused now, although I would bet a lot of the content on YouTube, maybe more than half, is not channel, right? It's just somebody uploading stuff.
Yeah, and I had to change the way I did content, knowing this was coming down a pipeline, to make it more channel friendly, just as, you know, instead of just random videos. You know, there needs to be some organization so people will watch. So I like it. It's new. You could try it out. It's not mandatory yet, but in about 2 months, it probably will be.
Right.
So they give you the dimensions on one channel, on youtube.com/one channel, of how to make your banner. It's really easy. And once you do that, you know, get started with that. I think it's fun to play with.
Chad, are we doing that for TWiT? Have we done it?
We haven't started.
We have now. Yeah. We made a mistake. We
uploaded background
26
images.
channels.
Yes. Yes, we
every
did.
show has its own channel. Somebody's got to do all this work for every channel.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, it looks like because they're so playlist heavy, we may have made a bad choice in going.
Yeah, because we could have.
You still can't subscribe to a single playlist.
You can't. You can't do that, because that was the main reason we decided, oh, every show should have its own channel, so that individual shows could be subscribed to. We couldn't do that.
So you didn't have to subscribe to 27 shows.
To all the shows.
I remember subscribing to TWiT, and I was like, oh my Lord.
What have I done?
All the no.
Yeah.
By the way, the other thing is, subscribing is not the same as subscribing in iTunes, where you'll download something. A subscription just gets you an email.
Yeah, or a feed. It gives you sort of an RSS feed of.
Oh, so you can get a feed.
Yeah, but it's still YouTube. It's still streaming. It's not downloading.
Yeah, if you subscribe to that feed, it's not going to suddenly give you copies on your hard drive.
No. That will kill the purpose of the ads. So, because most YouTubers don't embed ads like you do into the show. So.
Yeah, why do you think we do that?
Maybe you were a little forward thinking. Maybe.
Speaking of which, let's do an ad.
All right.
Kidding. Okay, next.
Yes. So let's get to some viral videos. So as part of the marketing campaign for this new movie, Dead Man Down. By the way, my friend watched this at South by Southwest yesterday.
Yeah. And
had an asthma attack. I mean, he's okay, but I laughed because the movie made him have an asthma attack. I guess it was scary.
He had an asthma attack?
He did. He's a big black guy. I laughed at him afterwards. I love him, though.
What is the movie, Dead Man Down? What's it about?
It's I'm not sure the exact movie about, but it has to do with murder and intrigue and stuff like that.
Is it a horror film?
I did not want to look it up because I was scared after I heard he had.
You didn't want to get an asthma attack looking at this. It's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Noomi Rapace is in it, who I love. She was in Prometheus, but also in the original Scandinavian versions of the Millennium Trilogy, the girl with the dragon tattoo.
It's a crime thriller.
In fact, it's the guy who directed that. The Scandinavian versions directs this one, Niels Arden Oplev.
Yeah. So yeah, in New York City, a crime lord's right-hand man is seduced by one of his boss's victims, a woman seeking retribution. So typical thriller. The thing that's interesting about this, there's a company that's doing a campaign for it, and that's what you're saying there.
So this is the new thing. You can't launch a movie without a YouTube campaign. So what would you do if you walked in a murder, it was in progress? So they're setting, it's kind of, oh my God.
You get to really see humanity.
Oh my God, they're running.
Yeah.
I mean, I would jump in there and try to save the guy.
You have to watch till the end. The end guy, the last guy, is the best guy.
Everybody just goes, oh, we're not going to use this elevator. See ya.
Yeah, wait for it.
Good. Save the guy. There you go. Yeah. I can't believe how many people just move. Yeah, now we're talking. Hit him with your flowers. Hit him with an empty paper bag. Be mad. Be angry. Take command. Finally, somebody's saving him. What?
A lot of people just run. They just run.
Well, if I were a girl, I'd run. Oh, that's a good idea. Put out the fire. Dogs? Yeah, sick the dogs on them. You got it. These are actors pretending to murder each other, by the way.
Right.
She's going to mace him. She went to her purse. He's just watching. He pulls out his phone. He says, "Well, let me take a video." Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing in there? I'll use the other elevator. He's a delivery guy. They're not paying any attention. Oh my. See, if I were a woman, I'd run because you don't want it. There you go. That's what you should do. Put it on Instagram.
Take video or picture. That's great.
What would you do if you walked up to that elevator?
I would turn into Batman. Obviously, I would seriously. I would help. That's just.
Of course you would.
Yeah,
you would.
I can't imagine if people. I can understand why they ran away, but it's a human. What's a fight or flight type of thing, and they chose to run.
It's kind of okay. I think it's a creepy way to promote a video, though.
Yeah,
a movie. I mean, that's kind of creepy.
It is.
What's bad is I watched this the first time and I got to the lady going "Whoa," and running away, and then I was like, attention span, I don't like this, and closed the video. No idea that it was a viral campaign for the movie until it was in this doc. I watched that and just thought,
you didn't know,
that is creepy and a horrible joke. Like, that's bad.
It is
yeah.
I guess you can't watch a movie these days without a viral video campaign around it.
No, you got to get people pumped to see something.
You can imagine the company. I'm sure some company that does this pitched this to them. All right, we got a whole social media strategy here. This is going to be amazing. We're going to put a video on YouTube, and the kids are going to love this. This is great. You're going to love it. You're going to get all the million hits. How many hits on that video?
And how many hits is on that check? I can't pull it up.
Nah, let me find out. I already closed.
I can't.
4 million.
4 million.
4.5 million.
Okay, that company earned its money, I guess.
I still have no reason to go watch the movie, though. It did nothing for me to.
By the way, go back there. The thumbs up, thumbs down. 1,000 people didn't like it. 15,000 people did. So I think we're wrong.
I was just looking at that
we're wrong.
What?
How important is that? What does that even mean?
How many? I mean, you can
like it's like a like,
it works. So it means it worked.
I have to sign in.
People enjoyed it.
But if 4.5 million people saw it and only 15,000 voted.
Well, you know what? Viral videos rarely. Again, we go back to that 800 million people that don't sign in. Most views come from people who are not signed into YouTube. So that's what that is.
I see. Right.
Yeah, they send it to a friend and work via email, and yeah, I just dropped something. That was fun.
We're gonna somebody's saying you should send Lamarr one of the special microphones. This is a TWiT brand microphone. We're gonna send it out to you.
People keep saying I would love one of those. People keep saying I have a laptop mic. I actually have an Audio Technica mic.
Yeah, but it's not near your mouth. So
no, it's not.
What you could do is just put that closer to your mouth.
I will do that.
I don't know why people now that see what we did. We put it right here, but that didn't really help.
It didn't.
So.
Okay, I'm closer.
But look, see, now look how good that looks. Don't you look more professional with the mic right up there in your mouth there like that?
I now demand one of those.
Yeah, you want that. Yeah, that's more pro.
Absolutely. Stupid Audio Technica. What am I thinking?
No, it's nothing wrong with the AT. Actually, that's a good mic, but you're not working it. You got to right here.
I used to have a stand in my last podcast, and I moved and lost it. Blah blah blah. So we'll get it together, guys.
We'll help you. We'll help you because
thank you.
We have the technology.
So this next video, now this guy MagicofRahat, he's known for prank drive, going through drive-thrus, pranking them. He's done some where people. He's gone through the drive-through driverless. They open it up and they don't see anybody. So he decides to do one with a scary doll, and it is a huge video right now, and it's really scary.
This is Penguin Magic.
Yeah.
Empty car.
He explains what's going on.
I'm going to be doing the invisible driver with a scary doll in the driver's seat. Let's see how fast food employees react to this.
I wonder how the CHP is going to react to that, to be honest with you, the California Highway Patrol.
Oh no! These you'd be surprised.
I do that, Rodney. You get in here, Rodney. I'm not giving this guy chicken fingers. I don't like Chucky.
I ain't going in there.
I ain't going in there. Chucky, the damn doll.
I'll be like, man, are you crazy?
Oh, no. Nobody's playing a prank on you, ma'am.
That's a real doll,
That's a real doll driving the car. I can understand your confusion. They're laughing. I love that.
All righty then.
Some people get really, really scared. It's really.
Is he going to drop it? Oh my God, he's frozen. He can't move. I think that's Chad.
Yeah.
Bree, look,
Starbucks
it's a
on the
cute
day
little
off.
doll. Trick or treat. Oh,
Chad,
what are you dressed as?
Say it again, Lamarr.
I said, well, Chad, we seem to find you every week in a video.
I know.
Chad's like Hitchcock. Look, they're taking a picture. That is so creepy. I'm going to take a picture of that.
Is breathing. That is so freaking cute.
I would just pass out. I'm telling you right
She
now.
thought it was
I can't
cute.
do-
I want to see somebody like jump and throw a milkshake at it or something.
Oh, it does have something thrown at it in a bit. That does happen.
Oh my God.
No, I'm on camera.
Oh yeah. I think this guy.
Why is it a
He's
male?
gonna make my water break.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hey, she's cute.
She's like, nope.
Nope. 212. Nope. I don't know. what
It's
that
funny to
is.
see the different strategies that the employees have of distancing themselves from the doll.
Well, you gotta, you know,
close the door is the first
gotta
step
feel-
on most.
Yeah, but you gotta feel sorry for these people. This is the worst job in the world.
Yeah.
And people do this to them all day long.
But
right?
you know what? I have to look at the other side. I think this is kind of breaks the monotony of doing the same
Maybe.
thing.
Maybe they
Yeah,
like it. Oh yeah. Evil psycho laugh activated. Oh, that was good.
I think it's fun. I mean, it takes a little bit of the edge off getting paid. You know what they get paid. I would love it if I was working there.
It's better than nothing. I used to work at
Better.
McDonald's. That was my first job, was working at McDonald's.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Was it what a hamburger's like 5 cents back then?
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Are you
Hey,
joking?
This is my
Yes.
This is my last show, guys. Thank you.
No, it was. I worked there summers for like 3 years. Yeah, worked my way up. We didn't have drive-through. They weren't the cars. They didn't have cars that could do that back then. No, seriously, we did not have drive-through. I don't know. That came later. But
I did not know you were a McDonald's guy.
oh yeah,
All right.
it's not a bad job. It keeps you busy.
You
Keeps
learn
out of
about
trouble.
customer service really well. I mean, you learn about people.
You learn. It's a really good job to learn about work.
Yes.
Grab a bucket and mop.
I worked at Popeyes for a month, and when I was like 18, and I quit because I had they said throw the chicken in faster, so I was like throw it in faster, and grease popped in my eye, and the manager was like, all right, shake it off, get back to work.
Shake
I'm like,
it off. But my eye, I'm blind.
So,
Shake
needless
it
to say,
off.
I didn't go to work the next day.
The worst experience I had, and it's actually was a formative experience. I am what I am because of it. Was the manager said, you could take a break, but you have to eat all these Big Macs in the bin, because at McDonald's they count wastage, right? So if you make too many hamburgers, after 7 minutes they can't serve it because it turns into a hockey puck. So they don't throw them out. They throw them in a special bin called the waste bin. At the end of the day, you count them, and if a manager has a high waste total, that's bad. You get fired because he makes too many hamburgers. The whole thing is to make just the right number of hamburgers. So he had 5 Big Macs left over. He said, if you eat these, you can have a break now. And I did.
All of them.
Wow. Well, guess what? They just throw them away now.
Oh, look at that.
They don't give food to any employees.
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't make you eat hamburgers, especially Big Macs. But after that, I developed a taste for greasy fried food. And
I can't imagine how.
Have a seat. Jolie Odell is joining us because she's going to be on TWiT a little later on. And Jolie is a famous baker. Many people don't know this.
Super famous. That's
She's
what
super
I'm known
duper
for. The tech
famous.
thing is just a side gig.
What did she bake today? Look
Today
at
we
this.
have double chocolate orange muffins with a creamy Cointreau glaze, and some little orange zest and sugar on top of it.
We
Do y'all
don't have
want
a
some?
camera. We
Everybody
can't
come
actually
get some.
see
I
it
made
because,
so many.
gosh, they smell good.
And if here.
There we go.
Okay,
Let me
here's
help
the
you with
deal.
your
Can you put that
problems.
closer to my monitor?
Here, Lamar, not only we're going to give you a microphone, we're going to put a cupcake right in front of your face.
This is
wait,
sad.
see.
I'm sorry.
Double
man.
chocolate,
Oh, thank
double. Go ahead. I'll just feed it to you. How do you like that? No, no, more. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just eat that.
Just give it all.
Reset it.
See, that's just how easy viral video is.
That's a viral video right there.
That's good.
So speaking of Stevie Wonder,
Yes.
there was no segue there. There was no segue. This one man band guy, I cannot pronounce his name.
The bass man.
Can you pronounce his name? I can't pronounce
What is it?
it. Yeah.
Ahanako yo. I'm just gonna mutilate it.
That's good.
That's
That's
my
close.
that's my MO.
he put out this rendition of Stevie Wonder's classic "I Wish" on YouTube. The reason why it's so great because he did it a cappella, and it's an elaborate song. And how he did this,
he's doing all the parts.
Yeah,
that's good.
Guitar man,
this is a category you see actually a lot on YouTube. Is these multi-tracks.
Young people are just so creative. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful use of YouTube. It's not like, you know, YouTube comments. That's one way to use YouTube. And this is beautiful. This is like bringing happiness to people. Like muffins, but on the internet. See?
Hey, how about this for a title? Lamar's Gone Wild. Take off your top, Lamar.
Give him another muffin. Maybe he'll do it.
This is amazing.
I love it.
The sound is fantastic. Now, how do you get the picture-in-pictures like that? What is he using to do that, Chad?
Premiere, right?
Yeah, Premiere, I believe. And yeah, it's mostly that if he's actually using his video editor to do this music cutting.
That's hard.
That's hard because normally editors will only go frame by frame.
Right.
In music, you need it to be more detailed. So
probably he mixed the music first and is now then editing the track to go along on top.
I mean, we know of Mystery Guitar Man, but you know, he does things like this or Daystorm. But this one is it's just so amazing. There are no music instruments. It's just him, and you don't look at him and expect it. Let's just be honest here. That's part of what. If I did this, it wouldn't go viral. But the fact that it's a non African American guy, it's huge. I'm being honest.
Are you saying if it was Mr. Chocolate
Everyone knows
Rain?
Asians are just not musical.
No,
I mean, I can say that, right?
No.
I think that's what he was trying to.
I don't know what he was saying.
No, not for one of these soul songs. It's just not known.
That's true. No, you're right. It's an R&B tune. You're right.
If I'm digging my own grave, I'll stop.
Yeah, you are.
Well, didn't Jamiroquai cover that? I shouldn't have said that. You know what? I take back that whole. I don't know anything about what's Jamiroquai.
You know,
No
Jolie's a singer and performer in her own right. Have you made any YouTube videos, like for your band?
I'm about to with my husband. We're covering an Everly Brothers tune. Speaking of soul, right?
Is he gonna play guitar and you can both
he's
sing? Wake Up
playing
Little
guitar.
Susie.
No, we're covering Walk Right Back. It's a
That's
lesser known
awesome.
tune. I'm playing bass. He's playing guitar.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I hope it'll be good.
Reminds me of Pomplamoose. Right? They're just down the road a bit.
Who's that?
It's another YouTube phenomenon.
Oh, okay. My
They do
favorite of
covers,
all
too.
time is still Carmen. Remember when they won the Rolling Stone cover with their amazing YouTube covers of that awful Chris Brown song? You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I don't.
You guys, come on now.
I don't. All you
So-
single ladies,
No, it was
put a ring on it.
Is the one for the weddings?
Here, let me play this one.
No,
This is a
no.
Pomplamoose of a Beyonce tune. Oh, I gotta skip the Zeus ad. Zeus seems to have bought every YouTube video now alive.
because I know YouTubers are lonely.
Yeah, I guess so. You're lonely. You're watching videos. So this is a couple.
All the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies.
It's just the two of them.
So not a single lady, and also not a lady with the other guy.
Right.
Just broke up, doing my own little thing. Decided to
I just love this. Now this is 3 years ago. This is
notice me.
10 million
And they even were
views, so-
hired by Hyundai to do a commercial.
I've been trying to get them on the show.
Oh, that'd be so
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I like that they show how they're doing it too. They show the instruments and all of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Do a
right.
search there for KARMIN.
This is the Chris Brown.
You gonna see a white girl
Look at
rap,
Me
and it's
Now.
gonna blow your mind. Yes.
Chris Brown featuring
Yes.
Lil Wayne. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, she became
seen it.
she became quite famous, didn't
Oh
she?
yeah, they're big now.
Yeah.
They're a big deal.
Chick, yellow bottle sipping, yellow
And she's so adorable too.
80 million views.
missing.
Like you don't have to look like a hard ass to rap, really.
No, in fact, I saw her. Did I see her on the Grammys this year?
Probably
so,
maybe
yeah.
last year.
Ladies love me, I'm on my cool J. If you get what I get,
What would you say? He wax it on and off. Mr. Miyagi.
I'm going to go curl my eyelashes. And
Now,
be
see,
right
that's
back.
funny seeing a pretty white girl doing a Chris Brown rap.
It's awesome. I love
That
it.
makes me laugh.
I love it. All right. How about our last discussion section so we don't go over to TWiT?
Oh,
all right.
you know, TWiT kind of bleeded over into you. Hey, Liz, welcome.
Yes,
we're gonna get the TWiT cast is showing up. This happens. This is gonna happen where you're gonna have a little bit of that inner lapidin.
I will adjust.
Yeah.
All right. So so in our last thing, there was an article on New Media Rockstars that was talking about 5 possible scenarios for YouTube's future, and I'm just gonna mention them in brief.
This is this is the discussion portion of the show.
It's the discussion portion. It's really quick too.
Okay.
Discussion portion. So one of the ideas for YouTube to grow and have their future get bigger than just viral videos is they're building these professional creator centers all around the world. They have one in London. They have one here in LA. Eileen works at Rivera works at one of them.
Yep.
And you know, these spaces are like universities where they teach YouTubers how to be more professional. They give them equipment, green screens and professional equipment. And they just mentioned that was one of the ways that YouTube can expand by having one of these things in each city as a hub for YouTubers to grow. I think it's fantastic. I'm from Chicago. When I was there was no YouTube presence there. And I pretty much had to come here into LA to grow. And because there was just nothing happening there. And it would be great if some more major cities had these kind of facilities. They're fantastic and they're free. And, you know, if YouTube can make something like this around the world, I think that'll really help with some of the other things that I mentioned in the list. For example, we talked a little bit about this. There are some channels they're going to be testing paid subscriptions out to, which it has to be really premium content, but something that you can't do without, that you would pay $1 a week for, something like that to be able to watch. And so that's one way that YouTube can further you know, their future. I know it would be hard for you to charge $1 a podcast, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't really want to. Part of the reason if you start to charge is that you have to then police it. You have to put copy protection on it. You have to play whack-a-mole with people giving it away after they've paid for it, things like that. And our audience is a technically elite audience who would know how to do that in a heartbeat. And I just don't think that that's a good model for us. I don't like paywalls in general. I really am. I'm very fascinated by YouTube because they're just like a lot of companies. Facebook's going through the same thing. They were born doing one thing, and they decided that to make money, they need to do something else. That they've decided they need to be more like, quote, real. I hate to do air quotes, but I'm gonna real media.
Yeah, TV.
TV. And I'm wondering if that's the right direction to go. I think it's wonderful that they're taking these people who have you know, native talent and giving them skills and teaching them the kinds of things that professionals know. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I like that. But I wonder if if you turned YouTube into just more network television, if that's really the best use of YouTube.
I'm not sure that's what people are looking for. I mean, TV is not going anywhere, just as radio didn't go anywhere when TV came around. TV has a completely different and huge sit-down audience. And YouTube has a quick, you know, I sit here and watch this, or I'm on my phone, I'm traveling, you know, it's internet, it's entertainment on the go. I just don't see why it needs to be TV, why it needs to be scheduled.
No, I'm completely with you. And I think part of the problem is going to be that it's hard to monetize that. You know, right now, the money that you make, what was it, 1,000 for 1 million views, something like that? $1,000 bucks?
Yeah. That's 1,000, 2,000. That's about the average.
Yeah, that's pretty low. And I can see why both YouTube video makers and YouTube itself want to make more.
But that's why TV executives laugh at the notion of YouTube taking them over. It's like, really?
Not worried.
You all don't have the budget to do it.
They're not worried. Yeah. So I think some of this is partly it's driven by the desire not to be the crotch shot video collection.
Right.
And some of it's driven by the desire to make more money. But then what do you do about comments? Are you going to turn comments off?
Yeah, you know what? If they go, you know, to that TV method, I mean, if you're watching more of this on your TV, which I have started doing, there's no comment section on the TV.
Yeah.
You know, so I find myself not leaving comments on people's videos. I would normally leave it because I'm watching on another medium. So that's something. Maybe they're trying to get away from that comment thing. And that if they do that, unfortunately, that kills YouTube. It's just like TWiT without the chat room.
Right.
It can't really be done.
I watch how my son consumes YouTube, and they'll have, it's funny, he'll be watching TV and he'll have his laptop open and be watching YouTube videos on his laptop. And then sometimes they'll put if there's a bunch of them, they'll put the YouTube videos on the screen, and they're just replaying, you know, Epic Mealtime over and over and laughing. Seriously. I mean, that's, you know, or whatever. And so so the short attention span, it's quick hits. It tends to be juvenile humor. I don't know if YouTube's ever going to become a PBS. But what's great is it's a million things. Why should it be any one thing?
Well, it could turn. It could be a section that turns opposite PBS, and that was the third thing, is to have an adults only section, which I'm not going to make judgment here.
That's the last resort of a company, of a failed business, is go porn, go adult.
I'm sure there's a market for it.
Yeah, of course there is, but that will never happen. Google will never do that. So that's off the table.
Yeah. Another one was YouTube merchandise, which seems like a no-brainer. YouTube hats, T-shirts, and all that. That's kind of already been done.
Who wrote this article? Because this person's not using his noggin.
Well, you know, New Media Rock. It depends on the writers, but New Media Rockstars actually is a good website for new media.
This sounds like somebody just throwing darts. Yeah, there's lots of ways to make money. People always say that to us. Why don't you sell more hats? It's not. That's not a business strategy.
Yeah, there's a little bit, because Facebook has been doing this with pages where they have a service where you just set up a store, and so it may be that Google would get into something, a shop storefront.
I think they're going for a more of a long-term strategy than something like that.
Here's the one. The number one is I'm actually I can see them doing is starting their own record label to further monetize in-house artists, because right now. You know, they're doing a split. YouTube is, remember we talked about this last week, YouTube is what MTV was. They are music videos, and people go there to listen to music, not just to watch it. They will put videos in a playlist and just listen to music while they're doing other things. Now, if YouTube can develop their own thing and say, hey, you sign with us, you could be an artist, that could be huge. Same thing with movies. You know, you remember what Netflix did with House of Cards? They they made their own production, and it worked. And YouTube can do the same thing. I think they're big enough to do it. I don't know if they would or if they have to do it. That's the question.
I guess my only real criticism is that YouTube is a unique internet play that should really, I think they should just let it grow and see what happens, rather than try to fit it into existing models for media.
I think there's a lot of pressure to make it be something.
Yeah, and that's a mistake. They should just let it grow. It's done very well.
Yeah. Because it grew on its own and became organic, became something. Now they're making it too professional, and it's taken away from the original creators.
Because we don't know yet what the internet's going to be when it grows up, right? So it's a mistake to say. And boy, this is what happened from day one on the internet: is people who with backgrounds in television thought it was TV, backgrounds in radio thought it was radio, backgrounds in magazines thought it was a magazine. They just think it's the next step of what they're already doing. Wouldn't it be great if the kids who are growing up with YouTube today get to decide what YouTube ends up being, and it maybe is something not like any of the above?
Wouldn't that be nice? But it's, you know, as long as
Google let it. If they don't, by the way, it's a major mistake because somebody else will.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it'll become irrelevant.
Yeah, they're not going to hold on to this forever. So real quick, I know you got to go to your next show. I want to do my channel of the week, which is a popular channel. And just to let you all know, we're not going to always do popular channels. Last week was not a popular channel. But this one,
we should only do really, really unpopular channels. I think that's a great plan. Channels that just suck.
Yeah, so my channel.
Lamarr Wilson. No, what's your channel?
So the channel of the week is one that is pretty well known among YouTubers. It's called SourceFed, and it's made by Phil DeFranco, who's a well-known YouTube news guy. And full disclosure, he's a friend of mine. But I like SourceFed particularly because they create up to 5 videos a day on news as it's happening. So it's a great way to learn about a topic a little bit after it happens versus waiting for the nightly news that probably won't be as funny or as interesting. SourceFed is part of the Google funded channel, so they probably got the $1 million or $2 million but they're doing great. They're one of the best channels on the funded side. They got 700,000 subs over that and over 300 million total views. I like it because throughout the day I'll get a notification through my email that a story may have come up that is, you know, it hits me. It's like, oh, I didn't know about that. And, you know, then I can kind of watch that video for the day instead of waiting to the end of the day. So
this, to me, is a good example of what I was just saying. This is a YouTube native presentation, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
This really feels like, you know, it's just guys on couches with funny cuts and, you know, just weird stuff. And there's no attempt to make it be pro or slick. This, to me, is more what YouTube ought to be doing. I like this.
Yeah, it's a very homegrown, funny network, and audiences love it. And this is the new news. These kids.
I don't want to ever see Brian Williams on YouTube doing the news. I don't ever want to see that.
No, and what kid watches the 10, 11 o'clock p.m. news?
Right.
They watch Phil Frank.
I'm not listening to the audio, which is how, by the way, TV executives watch television. So I just want to follow in that footsteps. That's why they all they worry about is your hair. To me, without the audio, this looks a lot like Dignation. Does it have that feel?
This particular one does. However, their normal shows, they have a white background. They're standing up.
Oh, okay.
This was a weekend show that you're looking at.
Okay.
Right? But you're right. It does have that Dignation feel. And I used to love that show. So, all right, cool. Now, our last thing is our tip. And I like this tip. Yes, if you are a YouTube creator, I already do this, but I found an article about it, which is cool. It's how to get extra views on your videos. And you're like, oh, one of these scams. Actually, no. On YouTube, you have a feed, if you didn't know that, especially with the new layout. You click the button for your home section is, and you go to your feed. Did you know that you have a feed just like, actually go up there. You can go right to your feed.
What is this? Is this your channel, Chad?
No, this
Forever
was
Alone.
Sorry, this was the feed that the person on the forum post was talking about.
Good.
Yeah.
So you have a feed that is very similar to Twitter, where you can just post out, like, say I didn't do a video today, but I want to promote one of my older videos. So to my 166,000 subscribers, I can say, hey, did you miss this video?
That's a good idea.
And then I could post one of those once a day, or some people do it once every 4 hours or so to just recycle. Because no one's ever going to see your, everybody's not going to see your videos.
Yeah.
I think 10% of my audience, if that, sees the video in their subscription feed. It's really low. So being able to recycle it. So I mean, and even to make announcements, say, hey guys, I'm going to this Thursday. I'm going to be at the Samsung event, so there won't be a video, but stay tuned for after that, which I will be there, by the way. So
are you?
I am. Yeah, I just got
good.
confirmation today. Yeah, okay. So I will be going to that. And so I love this idea of this feed. When most people don't know what's there, it's like Twitter and email and YouTube. I love it.
We got a question that we can work on next week. I'd like to work on next week. By the way, Lamarr Wilson's channel is
YouTube.com/Lamarr Wilson with 2 R's.
LamarrWilson.
Yeah,
and
funny tech videos.
I'd love to talk about, maybe we can get some help from people, because I don't think anybody knows the answer to this. What constitutes a view on YouTube? How do they count those views? And sometimes you see the counter freeze and all sorts of stuff. Can we talk about YouTube and views?
That could be a perfect next week topic, because I actually have an answer to that. There is a video that explained it, but I understand it as well. So yeah, next week we'll talk about it.
Lamarr Wilson, and we're going to call this. I thought we came up with a good name. What was that? Lamarr's
Internet Video Show.
Lamarr's no. It was something else.
What was the Internet Video this week? No, it wasn't this week.
This week in Lamarr.
No, it was no. We're not using my name.
Oh, Lamarr's Gone Wild. That was it.
Yeah.
How about videos gone viral?
Lamarr's Superlative Internet Video Show.
Lamarr's Superlative Internet Video Show.
Any superlative you want.
Any superlative. It could be a blank. Lamarr's blank Internet Video Show.
It could be Lamarr's effing video show.
Yeah. Or how about the effing video show?
Effing video show. Next. How about not? Thank you, Lamarr.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad Johnson. Thank you all for watching. Again, we're workshopping this as a show that we want to eventually do. That's why we keep asking about names. And then if it were a show, like it'd have an intro and an outro and music and special effects and we could get rid of Lamarr. So it would. No,
thanks.
Just kidding. I love Lamarr. Have a cupcake. You'll feel better. There
I'm about
go.
to have one.
Yeah, right.
Thank
There
you.
we go. Yum, 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 yum. Thanks, Lamarr.
All right, thank you.
Good show. I like that.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you.
Fun.
So much.
Yeah, I like the direction we're headed here.
Yep. All right, we'll see you next week.
Cool. I'll talk to you later, Lamarr.